Live.
Soon.
Oh, best Grand Prix of the year, hopefully.
Hopefully.
If the Prix GP is anything to go by last night, we're in for hopefully some action.
Hopefully, if it doesn't rain.
Well, we'll see. I mean, it's a Grand Prix, so it's going to be dry. So it's only the Prix GP that's wet. You having technical difficulties?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Go for it.
I'm pretty up.
Go stream.
Right, we are now live.
We live on both.
Nice to see
Awesome.
you. Hopefully. Fingers crossed and all that. Hopefully you can hear him alright as well.
And Nick's already in the chat.
Hi Nick.
Hey buddy.
How you doing? Excited for the... Oh! Jesus Christ, I scared myself. Didn't mean to press that.
Wrong button?
Yeah, wrong button. Went to go on the, on the Twitch app, the create thing. Went to press that, but I accidentally pressed like my channel instead, and then it just went, "Hi Nick."
Yeah, just bang! Ah, Jesus.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that'll happen. That'll happen. Oh, hey Nick, hey Pedro.
Oh, is that someone starting on softs?
Most of them, I think.
They both, they both starting on softs there. I can see. Yeah, hi Pedro, hi Nick. How you doing? Excited for the race?
Did you see the damage for Perez in the end on the side pod?
I did, yes.
For the touch that it was from Hamilton in the sprint race, that was substantial damage.
I thought that.
Just make you think that those side pods are made of like paper mache or something like that. Put your finger through it.
I'd say maybe that's what makes them fast then. It's weightless, basically.
It is, yeah. It is. I mean, these cars are not robust at all. They break.
I was gonna say, it's showing how little that damage really was, and how much damage he got, and how much it actually slowed him down.
Yeah.
Like, quite
No,
interesting.
exactly that.
So what's the weather supposed to be like? Is it supposed to be a dry race, right?
Dry.
No.
I mean, it's a Grand Prix. Would it be anything else?
True.
So, okay. Possible strategies is exactly what we thought, really. A soft double medium or medium hard. And I can guarantee the Red Bulls are probably going to do the one stop.
Yeah.
With
I'm
maybe
doing well, thank you, Pedro.
with maybe Max pitting in the last 3 laps to get the fastest lap.
Yeah. With his 30-second gap.
So, I don't think it's a question of when Max is going to be in the lead, but, well, no, that is the question. It is when rather than if.
Yeah.
Pick a lap. What do you reckon?
Ooh.
I mean, he's starting way down in 6th. Way down.
I reckon...
Lap 8 for me.
I'm going to go lap 10. So a few laps after you. What about everyone else in chat? What are we saying? When is Max gonna inherit first? Imagine if it's like lap 1
Oh
First
God,
corner, he
please
just
don't
goes like boom, bam.
give me some hope of a race.
Oh, so Nick says lap 3. Damn.
So we've got lap 3, lap 8 and lap 10.
Yep. I'm thinking maybe, maybe the McLarens, maybe the Ferraris will try and not make it easy.
Problem is, all the cars
know.
in front of him, with the exception of maybe the Ferrari, are very draggy on the straight compared to the Red
Yeah.
Bull. But even then, I wouldn't be too surprised if Perez is leading by the end of lap 2.
I was gonna say, like Nick says as well, DRS goes zoom, neum. So it does help.
Right.
He'll fly by.
How long before the first track limit warnings?
Oh.
And who?
I'll go lap 3.
Yeah. Who? I'm going to go with Sonoda. I don't know why. It's maybe because there's an AlphaTauri on the screen, but...
I'll go for a McLaren. Any McLaren.
To be fair, they usually get a bunch of them early on and then they behave after that, don't they?
Let's go. Lights out and away we go.
Oh, good start from the Ferrari.
Oh.
Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Leclerc down the inside of Hamilton. How
wide.
How did that Ferrari McLaren get through the same corner?
I don't know. Max is behind them currently. So he's over.
Oh, okay. I think we've got a puncher for one of the McLarens.
Who's that?
Piastri. And there goes Perez. Not really a surprise, given that the advantage. Verstappen's up to 4th.
Yep. And lap 3 seemed a cautious gamble.
Oh, yo.
Oh, poor Piastri.
Poor Piastri.
Compared to what happened yesterday, right? Must have got tangled up with the Red Bull and possibly Lando. Don't know.
Right, Max going to go after Hamilton now, and that always ends well when those two are on track.
Yep. Oh, Sainz has got damage as well. Potentially, maybe Sainz and Piastri coming together then.
Quite possibly. Either way, that's ruined Piastri's race.
Mm-hmm. Would we see a possible retirement, or hopefully new front wing, new set of wheels, bang?
Until they show us, I'm not going to comment, because it could just be a broken front wing, or it could be...
Well, look how far back he is already. Like...
Yeah, okay, that's probably retirement then. It looks like Sainz has just got front end plate damage or something.
Mm-hmm.
Got Albon in the top 10 on the back of Stroll.
Ooh.
Alonso up to 6th, so he's had a great start. So Alonso, you might see Albon take Stroll. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Do the roar.
He's done it, even without DRS. Boom, straight bar Stroll.
Damn.
It's like Ocon's dropping down as well. Oh no, you just got Joe into that one. It must have been trading places down the straight. Yellow flag, sectors 2 and 3. That's got to be Piastri stopped somewhere.
Potentially.
Well, that answers that one.
Yeah.
Doesn't look too bad from where we are. The front wing looks intact.
Yeah.
He must have a drive shaft failure or something.
Maybe.
Well, if you hit the rear wheels, it sends force right through the wheel into the drive shaft and into the gearbox.
Right, so we're watching the replay of the start again. So I'm trying to see what actually
Okay,
happened.
okay. So
Oh,
yeah, Piastri gets sandwiched between the
oh,
Ferrari and the wall.
yeah.
That's a hard place to be in.
Potentially, yeah. So potentially hitting the wall and contact with signs as well. Signs locked up though.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. From front right wheel looks like it's wonky, so he's probably broken the track rod end.
yeah. I mean,
That's unlucky.
that was unlucky.
Would you put any blame on signs or racing incident?
I mean, he locked up, didn't he? So technically, what past that point, he couldn't really do much. That's probably the car's fault a little bit. Um, but maybe there wasn't much room, all in all. So
Correct. Oh, we're on lap 3. Looks like Nick's prediction isn't going to come to pass because Max is still in P4. He's not there yet.
you never know. It's not the lap's not over yet.
Shush.
Single yellows in 10, 12, double in 10, 13. Yeah.
Piastri. Yeah. Well, bad news for Danny Rick. He's running in P12. And where did I get P12 from? It's P19. I even looked at P19. Did I see 12
Yeah, I was
on the
gonna
screen?
say I was looking at P12 and thinking,
Yeah. I must have just seen a 12 on the screen somewhere. I said 12. I even looked at it and said, oh, he's in P19. I said 12. Never mind. Well, it looks like Perez is scampering away. He's like, I will not get involved in anyone else's crash today. I will not get involved in anyone else's crash.
welcome back, Pedro.
Okay, I can see why Albon's got a big turn of speed. He's on the soft tyre, compared to everyone else around him is on the medium. It's like Alonso is the top medium runner. But he's still 10 seconds off the back of Perez.
Yup.
Do you want to fill Pedro in what happened?
What happened? Well, the Ferrari and the McLaren
And the wall.
and the wall happened. Turn 1, Sainz locks up. Oscar goes for what was a gap. They both get squeezed. Oscar is between the Ferrari and the wall, clips the wall, and then unfortunately he's got damage and had to retire.
Sainz has fallen back. He has, we believe, front wing damage.
Yeah.
Or floor. Because I can't see any damage to the front wing.
Honestly, I can't see any front like to the wing.
Well, the end plates are both on. I mean, where actually, do you remember yesterday with Hamilton and Perez? What's about its floor or side pod damage?
Potentially, then.
The same sort of impact.
Potentially. Albon made a move on Lando, did he? Did we miss that? Albon is on the charge.
He is.
Seems that that Williams is good on a straight line.
Getting use out of that. Oh, called it.
Called it, yeah.
But that one looks a hell of a lot better built than
Worse.
the Red Bull.
It looks worse, though.
It looks worse, but, well, there was a hole in the Red Bull. That one looks like it's got 2 layers to it. Yeah, oh God. And under the radar, yeah. Sonoda P7.
Yeah. Oh!
That was opportunistic from Stroll. Norris going backwards. Russell P11 still. So it's a bit of a weird grid. Okay. Okay, Norris is going backwards.
Possible
Do we reckon...
damage or the low downforce, like the high downforce, maybe not helping.
I do think something is amiss with that McLaren. He does seem... He's falling off the back of everyone very quickly. And
It's
with
either
Sainz...
like the downforce or it's the setup.
Could be set up. Well, to be fair, yeah, it was probably set up for the rain, which hasn't come.
Mhm.
With signs, will he have to retire? They could probably pull off those parts. He's just going to ruin his grip and tyre usage for the rest of the race. So I would probably retire that car because you're just going to put mileage on the components.
Yeah. Yuki on the radio. Everything's great. I'm feeling very happy.
Well, wait until it goes wrong. You'll start swearing again.
Oh yeah. Beep 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 beep.
Yuki running
McLaren
P6
is
now.
extremely draggy, which doesn't help. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's a drag, but also maybe set up and I don't know. I don't think he got involved in damage, like in a accident that we saw anyway. Hamilton moaning about the Ferrari.
Someone else in track limits. Sharko.
Yep. Williams overtaking a Ferrari. What?
Haven't seen that since the 90s.
Yeah.
Or at least the early 2000s.
I think that Ferrari is gonna fall back
Norris
so
is
much
in.
now.
Norris is in on the mediums already. So it's K-Mag and Danny.
Maybe possible puncture because he
Yeah.
was behind where Carlos and
Max,
Piastri was.
Max and Hamilton.
That looked easy.
Yeah. DRS pass down into Malmedy and all that, and Lecom. So
Happy Yuki noises. Woo!
we're looking good, somewhat for your prediction of P10, lap 10.
Yeah. Maybe, you never know, in the next few laps you could... Well, we've got 3 laps until your prediction. It's pretty early in the race, but if Norris keeps losing positions, it might be better to retire, yeah.
Yep, Max easily through down the Camel. Okay, yeah, Sainz is going backwards.
I would retire that car. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem worth it. He's just going backwards and backwards now.
Yeah, and it could, with that damage, it could compromise the cooling, so you may find it damages components further, which is penalties further on in the year. Yeah, retire the car.
Yeah. We saw what happened to Perez as soon as he got like a hole in the side pod. Well, he binned it, but like it wasn't. Obviously, it wasn't great to control.
No, it ruins aerodynamics.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. He's out of the points in the next 30 seconds after
I'd retire
Ocon
the
gets past
car.
him. Oh, all right, fair enough. As Ocon comes in the pits. To be fair, the soft tyre runners I can see coming in now.
Yeah.
And Norris has gone to the hard tyre.
I'm thinking possible puncture then for Norris,
Could be.
like a slow puncture.
That McLaren just doesn't work in traffic.
Yeah. The draggy setup.
Did I just see a puff of smoke coming out that Williams?
I saw something. I don't know what, but I saw something. Fastest lap for car number 1. We're used to that.
Yeah, hence my face.
Interesting tyre choice from Lando. Yeah. Obviously going for the... I've got damage. I've just got to keep myself out now.
Not good for the McLaren P4 fight
No.
against Aston,
They
Ferrari.
did warn everyone not to like get their hopes up too much, because it looks like their car kind of suits certain tracks. This maybe not being one of them.
Yeah, Alpine seems to have picked up at this race, and Aston Martin to some extent.
Yes and no. I think Aston Martin, they definitely need to bring the upgrades.
Yeah, We've just seen Logan Sargent pass signs.
Yeah, at that point,
Retire.
I'd be like, yeah, but he's running in the top 10. I didn't think Logan was gonna run that far. He's in. He's coming in.
Hang on a moment. I'll be back.
Okie dokie. Will Signs? Is Signs retiring? Oh no, just change of tyres. Right, they're keeping him out. They're keeping him out. Hmm. Didn't expect that. Maybe it's a tactical thing where they bring him in to look at the damage to think, is it worth it? He'll probably come back in a few laps and be like, nah, it wasn't worth it.
Always multiple things going on.
Yep. They're keeping him out. They put him on another set of tyres.
Uh-oh.
So I was saying that maybe it's a tactical one where they pull him in, kind of look at the damage while they put a new set of tyres on,
Might well do.
and feel like, she's coming in a minute. Oh, they brought lots of upgrades, did they, Pedro? I wasn't aware of that.
Potential rain on the radar.
Whoa! K-Man with the fastest lap, let's go.
We were hoping for wet weather.
Right, so lap 8, your prediction. Still in third at the moment.
We're on lap 9 now.
Are we?
Yes.
Oh.
So my prediction's gone, and Hamilton's falling away. Okay, Sargent's in the pits. Okay, there goes Max. Oh, that's just too easy, isn't it?
Yeah. Now, how quick will it take the Red Bull to catch the Red Bull? Looked easy.
How long will it take Max to catch Checo? 5 laps, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the Red Bulls look like they're going to be running away with this. Shocker.
Shocker.
So we've already got Hamilton, who's already like best part of 8 seconds off the lead. So yeah, that's going well. But shocker, we still have Hulkenberg's running in the top 10.
Do you know what? I'm surprised Sargent fell that far back that quickly.
Well, I think most of them have pitted and most of them have undercut each other, and they were all nose to tail, weren't they?
Hmm.
Because Danny Rick was last.
Tsunoda's in the pits, no?
Yuki!
Oh, Yuki's the node. Where's he gonna come out? Oh, just in front of Albon.
The Haas cars are looking quick at the moment before the tyre dead kicks in.
Yeah.
And then they just fall off a cliff. Every time.
Every time. There goes Albon back into the point. So. Oh, a bit of Norris and Ricardo.
mean, old teammates back together again.
Yeah.
It's a really difficult race for Norris and, well, McLaren, isn't it?
Mm. What's he saying?
None of this is helping me. They're giving them loads of settings and whatnot, so they're probably diff settings and stuff.
Can't break any trophies this week. That's an interesting camera shot.
They've got some interesting shots around here.
That's just what I needed to see going into the pits.
Gasly running P7, quite high for the Alpine.
Did quite well yesterday as well.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh,
Hulk just not taking no prisoners today.
he's not.
Yuki getting past Albon again. How did Yuki end up behind Albon?
He pitted.
Yeah, but the pair of them did.
I think Albon pitted before him, a lap before. So undercut him basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Pedro was right. Alonso, the tyre graph is wrong because we're seeing Alonso on hard tyres when he's clearly on mediums.
No, definitely not.
It's not like the FIA ever make mistakes, is it? I'm not saying anything. Right, rain, please. Please, rain.
Just a few specks of rain.
No,
Nothing too bad.
no, proper rain, like we had in the pre-GP. If we have to put up with it, so do they.
You know real life F1 would cancel that. They'd put red flag up straight away.
One drop of rain, red flag.
Yep. Well, don't get me wrong, like it's understandable, like especially yesterday. It's the visibility around this course that makes them delay starts and obviously make sure it's safe, because even you saw in the sprint race that visibility was so bad when you're stuck behind someone. It's just a cloud of literally just mist.
So are we saying that my developmental idea of an infrared head-up display in the helmet for them to see through the spray is in fact going to help them out?
It could be. Cash in your idea, get millions. What I told you.
I'll go and patent the idea tonight.
Nice.
Either way, a wet race does definitely make things a bit more interesting.
No, definitely, like with the strategies and how the certain cars deal with the weather.
And Pedro, I said it on stream, it is now recorded.
Nobody out there steal the idea.
My intellectual property, hands off.
Yeah, copyrighted right here, right now.
Okay, so Hamilton's in. Pretty sure Gasly hasn't, and Stroll, Russell, Gasly haven't pitted, so them lot should drop out the top 10. Good start from the Merc boys.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Something you see every day.
Hamilton's coming just out in front of Alonso.
No, Stroll.
Was it Stroll?
Yeah.
That was Stroll. I thought you'd be further back down than that. Okay, fair enough. And Pedro, Max hasn't got any closer to Checo yet. Stroll.
Yet. Don't do anything silly now, Strong.
Would he do anything silly, like crash in qualify? Oh, no, wait.
He's onto something here. Boom.
Instantly. Okay, so that does leave Stroll, Russell and Gasly still haven't beaten. Gasly's gone 13 laps on the softs, so kudos to him.
Yeah. Impressive.
Present.
Is this how they gift Max first place or something?
Also got the Max fighting with the engineer again. Instant between Hamilton. Well, do you know? I wonder that might get picked up. Hamilton weaving on the straight. It's like the FIA are just microscoping in on Hamilton. It's like, what's he doing wrong this time? And we've seen Max do that. What they're trying to do, they're not weaving to block, they're weaving to break the slipstream, which previously the FIA and stewards have allowed.
Yeah.
So long as they're not doing it anywhere near the braking zone.
What do you think of seeing that Alpha there just reminded me, what do you think of their new livery with the fluorescent green?
It reminds me of the 90s, like bright fluorescent stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, the green with that red and black, just, in my opinion, just doesn't go very well together.
Yeah. It draws your attention to it, though, doesn't it?
True.
Yeah, and they definitely gave Hamilton a penalty for that incident as a result of what happened rather than what it was.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Pedro really doesn't like the livery. Verstappen's in.
He's not a fan of the bright green. Okay, so
I don't mind the fluorescent green, but it's like it's got to have a good base colour to suit it, not that red and black.
Yeah, three colours with the bright green doesn't work. If it's just
No.
black, works a lot better. And you can see it on the Mercedes,
100%.
can't you?
Yeah.
Somewhere in there, Hamilton's at the fastest lap.
Don't worry, the FIA will check.
Yeah, track limits, lap deleted.
Yeah.
Yeah. No further investigation. Okay, the wet weather's coming.
I saw your face change. You're like,
I like wet weather racing. Shoot me. Uh-oh, Pedro said it's in 7 minutes, therefore it's not going to happen now. Jinxed it, man. You've jinxed it.
damn.
We will see. I tend not to
What's the
literally
percentage?
make any decision or any prediction on wet weather and that sort of thing until you
It
see
happens.
it.
Yeah.
By then, the prediction is safe. 'Cause we literally
Or
had
in
to
my
do-
case, I just see it and go, it's raining.
Yeah, funny enough, yeah. Yeah. I remember a few years ago, it was either Nürburgring or Hockenheim. It was pouring down on the karting track next door. We're talking less than 100 feet from the actual main track. And the track was dry. Like, really? Oh, Alonso on the back of Russell.
Oh,
Boom. Now he's going to be on the back of his teammate. Oh. Looks like Russell, Stroll and Gasly are goal hanging, waiting for that rain.
maybe. Especially Gasly.
So he's holding on to the back of him.
Yeah. Oh.
Here comes Max.
Wait, that's back marker, isn't it?
Nope,
Oh no,
that's Perez.
No, it's look like a different car from behind. For some reason. That didn't take long, but
Yeah, it was about 2.5 seconds in a
do you
lap.
reckon possible team orders or?
No. Max wouldn't listen anyway.
True.
This is just so inevitable at this point. It's not even worth really having the commentary team talk about it. Just go and focus on something else. Sainz is still running?
Yeah, I told you earlier. They put him on another set of tyres.
I thought he retired.
He should have, considering where he is now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think it was a possible, like, pull in, check all the damage, put him on a new set of tyres, and then see how he gets on, sort of thing.
Okay. Right. Down into Lake Hom, not before Eau Rouge. Max will be P1 again, in his normal position.
Yeah, that DRS is really going to help him here.
DRS, boom! I'm surprised he doesn't wave at Perez as he goes by.
Yeah.
New race leader, just in case we didn't know.
Yeah. And there we are, the race is done. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Right, now let's watch the F2 race for P2, 3 downwards.
Yeah.
Russell and Stroll. Run the outside. Good move.
Nice.
Same as what Max did to Leclerc, really.
Here's the wild Max in his natural habitat. P1.
Message for you.
Oh no, Reese. Thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate it. So I couldn't stick around for long last night. It was very late and I was very tired. The F2 and F3 races have given us plenty of action. Knowledge.
A little bit more than P1 for this race.
Mm.
Oh, shocker, Max, fastest lap.
I hope you had a lovely stream and 4 minutos. 4 minutos. Yeah, I hope you had a lovely stream.
It's going to go one or two ways. A nice soft, slow increase of precipitation. Oh, precipitation. And then with drivers going to intermediates, maybe to wets, or it's going to be a deluge, and then everyone's going to be spinning off, and there's going to be a red flag.
Yeah.
At least a safety car.
Oh, Norris is back in.
Well, he's not pitting for Inters, surely.
I mean,
Surely
hopefully not. But there's something wrong with that car.
Softs. He's definitely struggling.
Yeah. Stream was good, driving was crap. I'm sure it wasn't. I'm sure you're a good driver.
We all have those days.
Oh, raining turn 1.
If Norris is just coming and it's starting to rain, he's going to be ruining that decision.
Yeah. Precipitation.
But shout out to Gasly, like 18 laps on those soft tyres.
Yeah.
Shout out to whoever's throwing things around outside my window.
Press it back.
I missed.
The thought was there though. So is it actually raining at turn 1? We will see.
This is a weird thing. On older sort of standard definition TV, you could tell a lot quicker when it was raining. With high definition, like 1080p, I don't know what it is. I just can't tell when it's raining until it's a deluge. I was like, is it raining? Oh,
Yeah.
Then I can't see.
You take the driver's word for it, anyway, because George sweats in it if he thinks it's rain. Gonna look for a bit, watching the GTWC 3-hour NURBS race. Nice, enjoy it.
Lurk away.
And thank you for coming over and saying hello.
Yeah, it looks like Gasly looking after those soft tyres amazingly.
I'll say he got Stroll as well at some point.
And Stroll's on the harder compound.
I mean, it's Stroll though, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
I watched a video earlier on TikTok where he was walking into the hospitality and he slipped going up the stairs, and I was like, oh.
Stroll.
Yeah. It's the sort of thing that you'd hate to happen with like people around you, like watching.
It's very misty, and the Aston Martin team are doing the old. Is it raining?
Is it?
Interesting.
I'm still wondering why Sainz is still running, because Norris has got him, but shows you something that's definitely like that Ferrari without the side pod intact. Or is that a little bit of speck on the camera?
We're trying to make a little bit of entertainment out of this. Please rain. Please rain. Come on. Let's have some
Yo.
rain.
Hi, Jack. Also joined by Midnight. I'm not sure what side he's at on my screen, so I'm just going to point both.
Hello.
I don't know, either if it starts raining, Sainz is going to struggle even more, yeah. Even more than he already is.
Oh, couple of specks on the camera lens. Watch Stroll go around that corner.
But will it be enough? We don't know.
I'm not sure you can classify this as rain yet. I mean, it's that very British drizzle.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny, tiny bit.
Yeah. There is water in the air, but is it really affecting anything?
No.
Thank you, Jack. Okay, so that must be for Stroll going to soft tyres. I mean, they're clearly not worried about it raining any harder.
I can't actually watch the race due to Gaelic football final. It is on today here in Ireland. However, I am able to join your stream, so keep me posted. Thank you for being here, and enjoy the final. Hope it all goes well in your favour and your team. I'm depending on you. We'll try our best, okay? We don't want to spoil it for you, obviously.
Slow start,
so...
slow start.
Oh, yeah.
That was not good.
And on to the softs.
And he's out behind Norris somehow, who stopped twice.
Yeah, damn.
That has really dropped him back.
Then. Yeah. Damn.
Oh, Max going up to Rouge and Radion. What's he done? Has he ran wide?
Alonso's constantly updating the team on the weather situation.
Okay, it's getting greasy in Rouge.
Oh. Pretty wet in sector 2. Oh.
Not seeing any spray, not seeing any sort of vortices come off the wings and whatnot, so...
No.
Then again, when you see certain angles, you can see the rain.
Yeah. It's obviously not enough yet to warrant any change.
Problem is,
yeah, Jack, we'll try.
Oh.
You go first. You go first.
I was going to say with Pedro, what he said there, with going on board and looking on the cameras, they are seeing the rain at 200 miles an hour.
True. I was going to say, Jack, we'll try not to spoil it unless obviously you want us to tell you the positions, but we'll try our best. And if you don't mind us talking about the positions, then we'll just carry on.
We haven't really got much of a choice. That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Yeah, true. So, we'll try our best to keep you updated. How's Lewis doing? P4. Still.
He seems to be keeping on the back of Leclerc, alright? Leclerc's having a very respectable race. Sort of P3, only less than 10 seconds off the Red Bulls.
Spoil everything, please. Okay. That's our go ahead. Got the green
well,
flag.
Max is leading. Spoiled.
Yeah. Ah, oh, damn it. Our current P3 is Verstappen, Perez and Leclerc. We've got a few specks of rain in the air.
Ooh!
Russell's boxing. Ooh.
Norris running outside the sergeant at Rivage. What the hell?
I am.
So Norris's car is coming alive in the high downforce required slippery conditions. I mean, look at this. I mean, he's literally... The sergeant's covered the inside, and Norris said, nah. Just go around the outside.
Go around the outside, yeah.
It's a hell of a pass.
Yeah.
Okay, it's peeing down. It is peeing down. Okay,
oh, yeah,
Lewis is coming in. That's got to be for Inters.
Maybe,
Ooh.
maybe. Oh.
He's gambling.
Not the best young age driver doing what he does best.
Slicks.
So put Russell and Slicks even though it's raining. To be fair, no one's come in for the Inters yet. Could Daniel Ricciardo in the pits currently go for Inters? That's the question.
If he gets any heavier, it is Inters. That's either a brilliant
100%.
move or a terrible move.
Obviously, it's not raining enough to warrant. Like, it's still quite warm on the track and there's still a dry line, maybe.
But you can see how hard it's raining in the pit lane.
Mm.
It's like they're
What
ignoring
happened? It's kind of raining, not like heavy, but it's definitely raining.
In the pit lane, it's heavy.
Yeah, in the pit lane it's quite heavy, and they put George Russell on softs. So obviously there's still a dry line out there.
Just wait until we see someone start spinning, then we know it's Inter's time. Norris running outside of Zhou this time.
Damn.
Okay, he's kept him alive in the last 5 minutes.
I'll say, where was this earlier, Norris? Huh?
Russell following him through. Wow, that was ambitious.
Damn.
It's like Sargent is in an F2 car.
Maybe he still thinks he is, I don't know. Right, it's fucking belting out there. What will we do? Softs.
Well, that's the weird thing. In the other parts of the course, it is absolutely dry.
Well, it is a long course.
Yeah.
So.
But in the pit lane, it was chucking down.
Yeah.
Okay, Sargent kind of just left the door open there, didn't he?
So, come through. Doesn't matter, come through.
Oh, Gasly's finally in.
What will Gasly do, though? Oh, that was close.
Somehow he's come out behind that. How has he come out in 17th?
I don't know. Obviously, they're a lot closer together than what initially, like, we think.
Yeah.
Sainz is still in the pits. Like, he's come into the pits for a third time. Surely. That's retirement. I think it is because it's not come out yet.
Finally, yeah.
Yeah.
After doing half a Grand Prix.
I would have retired that car way earlier. That's all I'm saying. Maybe they were just chancing their bets, sort of thing. I'll be alright.
Okay, what we're going to see from the Alpine. On board in the pits. Couldn't get that front right off.
Couldn't get it on.
It was just wobbling, wasn't it? That wasn't a particularly slow stop, though. I mean, it was not a good one, but...
Yeah.
It's got them out behind
the
Albon.
Williams is there. Yeah.
I'm surprised Albon and Gasly have fallen so far down the order.
Yeah. What's current leaderboard? We can run it down for you. I'll do top 10 and then you can do 11 to 20th, yeah?
Works for me.
Cool. So, Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Ocon, Tsunoda. Oh, it's all changing now. Give me a second.
Give it 5 minutes.
Give me a second. They're all coming into the pits,
all in the
so
pits.
they just messed up. It messed that up.
And the award for the wrong time of doing that.
Yeah, it was then. Right, so Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Ocon, Magnussen, Norris, Russell, and Zhou.
And now one place has already changed, and Russell's just got Norris.
Yep.
Okay, and then Stroll, Tsunoda, Albon, Gasly, Bottas, Hulkenberg, Ricciardo, Sargent, Sainz is just retired, and Piastri's already out.
There you go. That was the worst time to do that because everyone decided to come into the pits and change order.
And then just as you finished, Norris got passed by Russell.
Yeah.
But I think Russell's going to end up in P6 very quickly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He's going to pass.
Also,
K-Mag.
we're seeing a lot more people use the softs than we normally do.
Yeah, I was thinking that. No one's used the hards, which is strange.
Well, Norris did.
True.
Briefly.
That's presuming that the FA got that right.
Yeah. We don't know. Yeah, but all the drivers are a lot closer than I thought they were.
Somehow Norris is in P9 after running in P18.
Yeah.
Those drivers must all be like seriously close together.
Yeah.
Apart from Ocon, who's 20 seconds off the back of Alonso. Alonso is literally in no man's land by himself.
The Alonso train is coming. Da, 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 da.
It's a no train today.
No.
It's a solo train. It's a solo carriage.
By the sounds, Lewis is doing much better than he normally would. I'm praying for Lewis. I mean, last weekend he did pretty well, wasn't it? Or the weekend before, I'm not sure.
He had a podium Was it Silverstone?
He had Silverstone, yeah. Did you have one last week?
Not last week.
No, not last week. You did it. You finished 4th or 5th, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been
Yeah.
doing all right.
He's all right, but just out of the podium places at the moment. He's doing all right.
And as Pedro said, he did start on pole, although it was P4
Yeah,
by the end
true.
of the first lap.
Yeah, it seems like the Mercedes isn't quite there yet to challenge for a win.
Well, I'm guessing that is the end of the conversation for intermediate tyres, because that's not happening, because I can see blue sky everywhere now.
Yep.
So this is
Little
like
brief
GT7.
little shower.
GT7 wet weather. Sprinkling of water,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So, the website. Well, I gave you rain. What else were you expecting? Halcon Ricardo. Especially on the pre-GPs, that section there. If you got DRS, you're flying past them.
Yeah,
No matter what car you're in.
Yeah, just deploy the battery, DRS, boom,
Yeah.
you're gone.
Gasly and Albon back on near the points.
Have you seen who set the fastest lap?
Yeah, damn.
Hulkenberg.
Nico Hulkenberg.
That's going to annoy Max. He's going to want to pit right at the end, isn't he?
Yeah. Okie dokie, Jack.
They said during, it was either the shootout or pre-show or something to that effect, that the track elevation here is equal or more to that than the Houses of Parliament in England. It is.
Really?
Yeah, apparently it's gigantic in terms of. It's a lot steeper than you think around there.
No.
Lewis soft tyres, is he mad?
I am. Jesus, we've seen more soft tyres in this race than we have all year.
I know. Lander's pitting again.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think that answers the question that McLaren was definitely set up for slippery conditions.
Yeah.
As soon as it's dried up again, his pace is gone. Oh, yeah, Alonso's going to be Hamilton's going to be catching up to Alonso, and those two always get on very well on track. Here's a question for you. Do you think when we have, dominance like we have, like we had Mercedes previously, Red Bull again before this, Ferrari before that, when we have one man dominating this much, does it turn people off from the sport?
No. I think.
If you're Dutch, it's great.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you're a fan, then obviously it's great. And I mean, Formula One follows those sort of trends for a few years where it's one man, one team dominate, and then kind of goes a bit championship battles, stuff like that.
Hamilton is going to be. Oh, I thought
Oh,
he might be undercutting Leclerc there for a minute because he's just taking Alonso. So,
nearly.
so we've got a fight
But
between Leclerc and Hamilton after this.
in terms of yes, I think new fans especially, they kind of switch on to watch a race, and if they're not necessarily a fan or if they're just watching for those sort of battles, it kind of goes, oh, he's gonna win. Might as well switch it off now.
I
Like
do.
they know who's going to win, so they might as well just see the highlights afterwards, sort of thing.
I do have a couple of friends who are big F1 nuts who've cancelled the Sky Sports package
Damn.
because Max is winning so often. They literally just catch the highlights on Channel 4. That's deadly true, and they've told me that. And I've heard that from a few different people as well.
Do you reckon people did that when obviously Lewis was so dominant?
Yeah.
Or
Absolutely. It's the same with any one driver dominating. Again, as I said, it was the same with Schumacher in the 2000s, and yeah.
But you know what's quite interesting is that when obviously Lewis was dominant, there was kind of like a better vibe about it. That makes sense compared to now. I think it's like, oh, Max.
Well,
But then, like, and there's like a negative connotation to it. But when Lewis was dominant, it was like, oh, Lewis is winning again, sort of thing.
yeah. Well, during those years, sort of 2014, 2016, Rosberg was at least nearly always on Hamilton's tail, one way or another. And 2017 and 19, I think it was, Vettel was at least challenging for the championship and for wins until the latter half of the season when Hamilton just went, whoop, bye. Bottas was Bottas. And obviously 2020 and 21, sorry, we had a fantastic year with Hamilton and Verstappen going at it. But when you get periods of absolute dominance, it turns people off.
Just here to just enjoy it all, to be fair. Like you kind of, in that way, if you to watch for the highlights, you kind of miss out on the battles and the running kind of commentary that of just watching the race from start to finish.
I mean, at very least, there's been good mid-pack action all year.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Alonso's a transformed man as well. He's so warm and friendly. So weird.
It's a shame that you can't have access to F1 TV. It's so much fun. It does look fun to be fair.
Hello.
Oh, Max is in. It gives you way more content for less money.
Yeah, praise the
I'm
pity.
surprised that everywhere else, apart from like the UK, have that F1 TV.
I
You
believe
think
it's
that
out.
we'd be one of them?
I believe we can get the onboards now.
Oh yeah, I saw that you mentioned something about that.
Yeah, I saw. Well, I heard Crofty mentioning it the other day, and he was saying you can go on board. I was like, you can, but I haven't looked. Okay, well, it's encouraging that the top four are less than, say, 15 seconds apart from Max. But you still got to remember he's only been out in front for about 12, 13 laps.
Yeah. I think it's easier for old school fans as we've lived through the different eras in the past. Newer fans, especially those who got hooked after watching Drive to Survive based on 2021, didn't have that. So for them, it's all new to have just one card dominate the whole thing.
True.
Yeah, true.
Very true. Whereas for me, I think this is my... In terms of era of dominance, we had the Williams in the 90s. Just pick a driver, any driver, didn't really matter. Then the Ferrari, then the Red Bull, then the Mercedes, now the Red Bull. It's like my fifth era of dominance.
It's the trend of Formula One.
Yeah.
Like you say.
I have noticed, particularly in the last, since the 2000s, an era of dominance is much more common. It used to be in the early 90s, if a team came out with a good car, it would be very good for that year, and then it would reset the next year.
Yeah.
One way or another. Now this year it's multiple years in this era. Makes you wonder about the cost cap, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's working for the rest of the pack.
Are they talking about the cost cap? Maybe making it bigger again or something? Or did I read the wrong thing?
I heard it being discussed.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing you can really do is limit the top 2 or 3 teams in spend. And allow Williams and Haas and Alpine and Alfa Romeo to spend more to catch up. And Pedro says, did you see the situation regarding teams that possibly breach the cost cap?
I do, but they haven't released who yet, have they?
No, and there's loads of different names all flitting around. I've heard completely conflicting points and mentions of people. And hello, Koulios.
Koulios.
The one thing I did see is they had requested more documents, which isn't not necessarily indicative of a cost cap breach, but that they want to investigate something. So it's kind of read between the lines a little bit. It may be a breach, it may just be them clarifying something.
Yeah.
Oh, what a move from Gasly.
Damn, that was good. Still
side by
side.
side. Nice, lads, nice. From Albon and Gasly. You've got Bottas on the back of Albon now. But that was good, solid, positive racing. So now Albon has the Alfa Romeo with the green puke colour on it, catching him. I didn't say you was, Pedro. I said some had. Yeah, where did Bottas come from? He's just suddenly booked there.
So, hello there.
Koulios. Random comment of the F1 stream goes to you as always. But thank you for sharing. Oh, and even he put that, and that's the Random Quote of the Day award. Yes. Yes, it is. I didn't even bother reading that last one until just then. Norris up to P7, so he hasn't actually pitted for another set of tyres yet.
No.
Oh, this is good, clean racing.
Yeah. That's what we like to see.
It would be quite funny if Alpine and Williams posted this on Twitter, and then Red Bull tag Hamilton in it.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, this is how you go side by side. Ooh. Koulios was out for 18 hours yesterday. What did you do? Sounds like the engineer and Max are just not getting on. Alright, well, that's Albon pitting again. There's a lot more pit stop in this race than I thought there was going to be. A lot more.
Max is probably getting to that level where he's a bit like, well, I know what to do. And the engineers have to tell him, like, no, like, still listen to us. Like, we're here to help you, sort of thing.
Yeah, you're supposed to be part of the team, not driving for yourself.
Mm.
I just think they remember race engineering for some people in GT Sport and GT7. Say, right, do this if you want to get better. Like, no, I'm going to crash into him. Okay.
GP always sounds bored on the team radio. Not 30 seconds, but he's 12 seconds in front of Perez.
He's not pushing hard. You can just see it from the way he's driving. See how smoothly he's driving. I mean, this is the key to his success. He's smooth, consistent, and fast. So great for tyre life, great for speed, consistency. You can't ask more from a driver. What did no, we didn't hear his question. What did he say, Pedro? Where's Danny Rick at the moment? P15. Not a great race from him today, is it?
No. Could also push on and do another stop. A little bit of pit stop training. That's a bit cheeky.
Cue the meme of The Simpsons. He's already dead. Stop. To, like the rest of the field, and Max is batting everyone. I mean, at this point, it really is, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
Well, shout out to Leclerc. He's only 4 seconds off Perez.
Yeah. He's just chilling there.
I mean, being that close to the Red Bull is pretty good going. Although he did start on pole, so. Again, Max started 6th, so. Whichever.
Whatever.
Yeah, the Ferrari has been good on tyre wear today, being fair to them.
The one Ferrari.
Well, the other Ferrari has impeccable tyre wear for the last stint.
Yeah.
Well, it hasn't used those tyres at all.
I know, right?
Saves them money.
Mm-hmm.
Do you reckon they have to pay for the tyres?
Probably, right?
Oh, Lando might be at a track limit for that one. That was all 4 wheels on the curb.
He went flying.
He did a bit. He left sparks everywhere too.
Yeah. You say that, I don't know how Norris went all the way down then back up, then down, then all the way back up again.
Okay, well, do you know, I like this camera from Danny's perspective. I mean, you can see how much the cars are porpoising still, trying to catch the two Haas drivers.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's a shame about the Williams being right at the back. I really hoped that wasn't going to be the case because the album was showing such pace earlier on.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe pitting too early then.
Yeah.
Earlier on in the race. Jesus Christ, Koulias has a paragraph and a half.
I know, I was reading it. Sounds like you had a good day. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. Can't say too many bad things with a couple of trip to the pub, a couple of pints, arcade, and on the beach and whatnot. Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, sadly, Pedro, I think he's also pitted more than other people, or at least out of sync. They keep bringing up in commentary that no one's ever won from fourth on the grid here, and they say it was Sainz starting in fourth. What? Why is that a fact they've latched onto today?
I don't know.
It's like no one's ever won from P4, and I've heard that fact about half a dozen times. I mean, he's not even in the race anymore. Why bring it up?
Exactly. Maybe they're trying to add superstition. It's like, you don't want to qualify P4 around here because you won't win.
Oh, Ocon on the back of... Oh, what the hell?
Ooh. Nice move, though.
Do you know what? That's move of the day right there.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play.
Well, I'll answer that question in a minute, Koulias. I mean, he's got the overspeed going down the Kemmel Straight, but doesn't even brake later. He just... No, bye. And what do you think of that move, Sarah?
That was good. That was very good.
Holy hell, that was a good move. I'll let you answer this one, Sarah. How did Lewis Hamilton's wheel go into the side pod of a Red Bull car?
Long story short, they're going side by side. Lewis had a little bit of understeer, drifted out a little bit, and then hit the Red Bull side pod on this corner right here.
Yeah, right in Stavolo.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Perez had a massive hole, and he binned it because of the massive hole, and that's resulting in the penalty, I think,
Pretty much.
The damage. Yeah.
Yeah. Lando's move on Sargent was also bloody good as well. To be fair, yeah. Ooh, outside of Rivage or outside of, not that source is the other one, Lecom.
Fair. This race for the win and the podium, it hasn't been exciting. There's been some good midfield battles today.
I'm going to say what Koulias just said there was a little bit optimistic. He thought he meant steering wheel hit the side of Perez's car.
No, I meant like he drifted. Yeah. Boom! No,
it's like playing
he
Mario
understeered a little bit. which meant he drifted out into the side of Perez's car. But everyone thought it was a racing incident. FIA thought it was a 5 second penalty because of the consequences that of the accident.
Despite Hamilton's wheel just basically doing that, and that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It would be funny if someone lobbed the steering wheel at someone else, but those steering wheels are about 50 grand.
And also, if they're still moving, it's a bit,
Well,
you know.
they'll have to invent a holographic wheel that pops up and you can go from that.
Interesting. See, current vote split for driver of the day: Verstappen, Leclerc, and Sonoda.
Being fair, all of them good drives. Although I think
I
Sonoda
would
is...
have, I would have personally gone for. Ooh, I could Norris, maybe Gasly. He did a few good moves.
We're going to
And then I
see...
suppose it's one of the top three because they've had not much thrown at them today.
We're going to see Max pit again, aren't we? He's suddenly nearly 20 seconds ahead.
I mean, is it worth it?
I think we're going to see it, regardless.
Yeah, the threat of rain did nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We made it a little
nothing.
bit interesting for about 5 laps.
Yeah.
So Runnels just said Ocon's catching Stroll. We could see that, and then Ocon might be on the back of Norris after that.
The setup of the Alpine is quite good round here. Not amazing, but pretty good.
If you look from Russell all the way down, well, exclude K-Mag, but most of the cars are only 1 or 2 seconds apart.
Yeah.
As you can see there,
Some
they've got
close
3 cars
racing
in 1
today.
second. 5 cars nearly.
It's some good, like, close racing today.
Oh, Albon replay.
What did he do? What did he do? Just an overtake?
Ran the outside of
Uh-huh.
Blanchimon. Gutsy.
I mean, he stuck to it. Nice.
Ballsy.
Rolled off.
Kutilios, thank you for asking. And it was lovely.
But you're free now.
All negative again.
Whoop, whoop.
What I didn't enjoy was testing positive right before a race. That was not fun.
No. I mean, you still went and won it. Like,
Yeah, it's probably because I tuned out more than anything. A little
maybe.
bit. And that really was a team race. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Past Stroll then.
So action going on all the way through the pack.
I don't even imagine how far Max would be if he started on pole.
Yeah. Leclerc's just lost 2 seconds to Perez.
Oh yeah.
And a second to Lewis. Oh, his tyre's dying.
Potentially. Dun, dun, dun.
We have a Stevie in the chat. Hello,
Hello,
buddy.
Stevie.
Yes, and it's good to be back. Nice to see you too. What are you thinking of the dominance of Max at the moment, Stevie?
I think it deserved a little bit more this race. And definitely points. Albon.
Yeah, definitely. Stevie says hello to everybody. Oh! Hamilton wants the fastest lap point. He's going to
Oh.
He's going to mediums. Right.
Huh? What? Does that mean he used all of his softs, or...?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh dear. Curious asks, how is McLaren doing? Yes.
One is out in P20.
Oh,
One's
Albon.
in P7 currently.
Woo! Albon up to P14. Well, Kulios, what happened is lap 1, Piastri, we think, probably broke his front right suspension on the wall and against Sainz, which put Sainz out as well eventually. And yeah, that's what happened to McLaren. And Norris just hasn't had any pace in the dry conditions. It's as simple as that. To be fair, P7 from where he was P17, 18 at one point, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
So, all things considered for Norris, I think he's done well.
Yeah, considering he went up. He went down, then up, then back down again. And then he went back up to P7.
Yeah. And he also went soft tyres for some reason.
Yeah. Saying that, a lot of them have been on those softs for quite a while. Most of them, anyway. And just when we thought Hamilton might go for the fastest lap, mediums.
Max was expected to be dominant. I'm wondering how many races he wins this year and how early he's going to be winning world champion like this. And then, the crowds are restarted. He'll be champion.
He can be world champion even if he finishes second in every race now.
Yeah.
If he finishes second every race, he'll still be world champion. Apparently.
He could probably retire every other race at this point. Yeah, you're right. It is going to be a legendary season. Sadly, not one for the content, but one for the stats.
Oh, 100%. But if there's any record-breaking trophies, don't let Lando be anywhere near them.
So 87th today, it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's Belgian, technically, isn't he? Born in Belgium.
Mm.
Max. Crofty's mixing these words up completely now. To be fair, I think Perez has just won the F2 race today. I think it would be interesting to see if any other driver could match Max in the same car. Now, will Hamilton get the fastest lap? He does.
Medium, just going, to be fair.
That has actually denied him a clean sweep, yeah. Max will be crying into his tally of like 400 something points. And Max's mother is Belgian. Did not know that.
And Lando's mum is as well.
Is he? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Lando's half Belgian.
I didn't know that. Is that why Max and him got on so well? Are they,
Maybe.
in fact, long-lost half-brothers?
Maybe.
Scandal. Yeah, and as Nick said, at least he's no longer on 44 wins. There seems to be an orange fire down at the bus stop chicane.
Yeah, damn.
Dear Christ!
Oh my god. Imagine being in that. You're just like, I can't see.
That can't be good for you.
No.
I mean, it's like someone's just lit an orange bomb down there. Steve says the Belgian GP is actually closer to him than the Dutch. Well, that's next, actually, Zambort.
Mm-hmm. I believe that Stevie's going to watch it, isn't he? And so's Nick. They're actually going to go and watch it.
Really? That'd be cool.
I think that's what I heard.
Take your orange flares with you.
Well, instead of the orange flares, take me at midnight.
We'll bring the orange flares.
Yeah, and we'll bring them.
No, we'll bring the papaya flares. Curious, I don't get why car companies make cars that aren't street legal or going to be used in a race. What, like concept cars? It's just a technical exercise. And here's what we could make, but we're not going to. Yeah, they're going to be there. That'd be really cool. Send us some pictures, please. Or take us.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, podcast live from there. Host it all on TikTok, YouTube, or Twitch. Nick does have a spare ticket, and I'm not working at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Problem is, I need to get a passport. And in the UK, that can take
Same.
anything from 6 days to 6 weeks.
Same. Sad.
Oh, Koulios, Bikini Zonda R. Yes, please, give me that car. And make that a Group 3 car in GT7, please. I'd race it. I don't care how slow it is, I'll race it. So, okay, well, Leclerc led the first third of the lap.
Yeah.
And that was it.
To be fair, we don't expect much more from the Ferrari at the moment.
Good showing, I thought, compared to Perez.
Hmm.
Yeah, I agree, Pedro. I completely agree. Ones with bounce parrot actually works as well.
Yeah.
Not a Supra Fest.
Super fest.
Well, it is. Here's a question for yourself, Sarah, and for the chat. Is Perez
Okey-dokey.
doing enough to fend Danny off from his seat?
Ooh, good question. I mean, when he is consistent. When he is, when he isn't,
He's
that
not.
could possibly keep Danny away. But apparently, it's secure that he will be racing for Red Bull next year Prez, but it's after next year. That would then be
Up for
the
grabs. 25.
yeah the potential for maybe Danny coming in or Sonoda, maybe.
If they put Sonoda in that car, I will eat a shoe.
You heard it here now, guys.
Yeah.
You heard it here now.
I'm going to go and buy an edible flip flop now, just in case. No, Sonoda in that car, unless it's for a 1 or 2 race trial, not a contract to drive for that car permanently. I think Sonoda will not be in that car.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the one thing they could easily do, and I've heard the potential theory about it already several times this year, they might switch the Red Bull and the AlphaTauri drivers over.
Yeah.
After Max and Red Bull are tied up both championships for a couple of races. But I don't see it happening.
No.
I mean, what they want to do is break all the records, win all the races, start developing next year's car.
Yeah.
Checo has a clause in his contract that prevents him going from AlphaTauri. But he doesn't have a clause in his contract to prevent him becoming the third driver at Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
So... imagine that. I mean, they could easily put... was it Lawson? Is it Lawson?
Yeah, Liam Lawson.
Yeah, they could put him in AlphaTauri and put Ricciardo into Red Bull and Perez into reserve role for a couple of races. Could.
Yeah.
Not saying they will. I'm saying they could. Shall we move on to the breakdown? Or do you want to watch the podium first?
Do you? I'll do whatever you want to do.
I'm quite happy to move on to the breakdown because all we've got is the Dutch and the Austrian anthems again.
Sounds good.
Let's do that. Right, let's do that. Boom.
Boom, boom, boom.
Can you see that all right?
I can see that all right. Let me just get it on my side, and then we should be good to go.
Fantastic. I haven't changed the colours this time, so you'll have to forgive me. Right. Let's do this. Right. We shall start from the right hand side in this one. I'm not sure you can see. Well, you can't see it all. Boop. Okay, we'll start with Russell. We're going to need the positions up, aren't we?
We are.
If you bring up.
I got them. Pedro sent them to me, I believe.
Ah, in which case, we'll start with the Georges Russell.
Georges de Russell. He started 8th and finished 6th.
I think that's a solid B from him today. Some good overtaking.
Yeah, and his strategy was mediums and then onto softs for the whole. Basically half and half. Half on the mediums, half on the softs.
Is there one stopper on that? That's very good. He's very good with those tyres recently.
Yeah, I am.
I think that's a B. What do you think?
Yeah, I think a solid B to start off with, and then we can obviously adjust from there.
Quite right. Alright, the next one, Hulkenberg, which I know he started in the pit lane, so technically P20.
Yeah, P20, and finished P18. So the last runner.
What do you think?
I mean, we did. What was that move that he did? It was on.
He was involved in a lot of on-track action. He was running very high at one point, but I think he was out of sync with everyone else.
I'd go C or D like Pedro.
Yeah,
on the average sort of.
I was thinking C minus.
Yeah, we'll bang him in there then.
Sorry, Hulk. Okay, Zhou Guanyu.
Mr. Zhou Guanyu, he started 17th and finished 13th.
C plus.
I mean, we only saw one really good move from him. And that was towards the end.
Still gone up 4 places. I don't
True.
think it's a C minus.
No, I'd say C.
C or C plus?
C plus.
C plus.
I'll be kind. I'll give him the
Good,
plus.
because we haven't got a normal C in there. Unless you want me to put one in.
No, C plus, C
Right.
plus.
Because I was going to have 3 grades of C. And then we're going to have 5, and it's going to be C plus plus and C minus minus. And C average average. How about we just put everything for C, and we just... Top rank is C plus, bottom rank is C minus, and we have C in the middle. We have 3 ranks, and that's it.
It could work. It could work.
I did forget the A star, actually. You are quite right. Boom. And we now have A star. Better.
Cool.
Right. Next one, Max Verstappen.
Do. Max Verstappen started 6th and went on to win the race as expected.
Honestly, I think he deserves an A star.
He made no mistakes, to be fair. He was joking on the radio about like going for another pit stop. He seemed quite comfortable.
He's mullered Perez again.
Yeah, I mean, just no mistakes. So, you can't really rate him bad.
Hello. Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I don't think you can fault him at all in this race. He was just absolutely dominant. Again.
I agree.
So, there's not much to be said about him. He made all the baskets as well. He was up to P4 at the end of the first lap. Thanks to Piastri and Sainz going clonk into each other, but still.
Yep.
Other than that, yeah. What can you say about him? In the form of his life and decimating the field.
True. Very true.
Yeah. So, next one. Positive Yuki noises.
Yuki Tsunoda started 11th and finished 10th. So only went up 1 place.
When you factor in 2 people dropped out, it's actually not that good.
Yeah. And those obviously 2 people were quite high up.
I would still be tempted to give him a C+.
Yeah.
Based on that car and how high he was running most of the race.
Yeah, to be fair, he seemed quite involved in some of the action, so... Yeah. I think only towards the end was he really kind of falling back a little bit.
Yeah.
Pedro would say B, but he still had to defend from Gasly and such.
Well, Pedro says B. What do you say, Sarah?
I'd go C+, or really low B. Like a
I'm
really
thinking
strong
C+.
C+.
Do you think it warrants squeaking into a B?
Pedro said he was running P6 at some point.
He was.
But he also thinks C+ is also fair. I would give him a B if he could have got a few more points.
At least 1 more place.
Yeah.
The strongest C+ possible, verging on the B. How about that?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I agree. Sounds fair. That does. Sounds fair.
Because it was very, very positive. I feel. Do you know? I feel guilty now putting him in a C+.
Put him in a beating.
I think we need to reward the fact he's had a good weekend in that car.
Go on then.
And he's beaten Danny.
True.
He's squeaked into a B. He's squeaked into a B. Right, Strolly boy.
Trolley boy. Where is he? There he is. He started 10th and finished 9th. So he only went up one place. Running quite high at one point.
What was his strategy? One stop?
His strategy was... Let's double check.
It's got to have been a one stop.
Exactly the same as Russell, but just pitted a few laps before Russell. Basically half the race on mediums, half on softs.
And how many
but
places?
Slightly longer on the softs.
How many places behind Russell was he?
The only people in front of him was Ocon and Norris, and then Russell. So, 2.
I think, given the disappointment he had at the sprint shootout and stuff like that, C+ I think is fair. If a weak C+.
Yeah.
I mean, he did well for the strategy, I think. What's your feeling?
Yeah, no, I'd say the same. I mean, considering the cars around him, I don't think he was going to ever kind of finish high up.
No.
So,
okay,
he did alright.
We'll move on with that one then. Right, Logan Sargent.
Started 18th, finished 17th. So he only went up one place.
He had good moments.
He had a... Jesus Christ. He started on softs, went on to mediums before lap 10, then went on another set of mediums after lap 20, and then pitted again after lap 30 somewhere for softs again. So he had a 3-stop race.
Compared to other people's 1-stop race, which would...
Explain why he's that far back.
Yeah. I'm trying to work out... okay, just ignore that one.
To be fair, exactly the same for Albon as well. So I think Williams, strategy-wise, wasn't great. Because his was exactly the same. Softs to mediums to mediums to softs. So that's where they stuffed up Albon then.
So yeah, they went from a 1-stop race compared to everyone else to a 3-stop. Okay. About the same as Hulk?
Where did we rate Hulk?
C-.
Yeah, I'd go same then. I mean...
Nothing wrong. Bit of a crap strategy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And Pedro agrees too. Signs. Tell me what you think, and then I'll tell you what I think afterwards, after you've given us the positions.
I'm trying to work them out, to be fair. Wasn't it P4?
It was P4, because Crofty kept saying, no one's ever won from P4.
And then he was 19th, so the second DNF. So he went down 15 places.
Honestly, I think I know exactly where I put him on this. I just want to see what you'd say.
Ooh. I'd go D or C-.
I'd put him in non-applicable.
Would you?
I would. Because, yeah, quite substantial damage first corner.
Yeah, but I mean, he was partially to blame for that.
True.
Because he locked up.
True.
And he didn't give... Well, he couldn't really give a lot of space because there was people on the outside, right?
Well, it very much went Hamilton, Sainz, Piastri, wall. In the space of 3 cars, it was 3 cars and a wall.
he did over half the race, but he was driving for no reason for most of that time.
Yeah.
That's what we both thought. To be fair,
So
should have retired. Like they should have retired that car pretty soon.
yeah, definitely. So it's kind of like a non-applicable or D for me.
Yeah, I'd say the same.
I think
Because
I agree with you. He helped cause that problem.
yeah, I mean, obviously it doesn't help when they lock up because most of the time it's not like they mean to lock up, but I mean,
It's like being
he
behind
was.
McManley yesterday in the Prix GP. Every time you go into the bus stop chicane, there's a shower of white. It's like, stop it!
But I mean, to be fair, he was getting passed by everyone because of that damage. So I don't see why Ferrari didn't just pull him in early. But
The question
I
is,
don't know.
where do we put him? We put him in a D for the incident, or we put him in non-applicable because he didn't make it. He shouldn't have even been out for more than 2-3 laps, really.
No. Hold on.
I genuinely don't know where we should put him.
What would you say, Pedro? Or anybody else watching?
Anyone in the chat have an opinion on where Sainz should be ranked? Serious one that's not above a C. Because you always say that and someone's going to say A star. We'll come back to Sainz in a minute, shall we? Does beg the question, though. Next one is Piastri. But that one's easy.
Yeah, well, Pedro said I'd probably put him in non-applicable with Piastri. He shouldn't have kept going after that incident.
Begs the question, should we have another category of NA plus or NA minus? We'll put him in there and we're going to forget about it.
Yeah.
Just forget about it. Right, Perez.
Started P2, finished P2.
Do you know what? I don't think it was a good race from him. I really don't.
No, he was kind of just there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
At the end of the day.
He had Leclerc within 4 or 5 seconds of him for most of the race. In a car that is definitely slower than the Red Bull. Easily passed by Max. I mean, he was 2.5 seconds ahead when Max came out the pits. And then the next lap, he got him. 2.5 seconds in one lap.
Yeah, and he finished 22 seconds behind Verstappen.
Pit stop again. Constantly a pit stop behind Max, despite starting ahead of him.
And despite their strategies were nearly like identical, but
Yeah.
Perez pitted a lap before Verstappen every time. So they went on to the soft, the medium, then to the softs.
Yeah.
With Perez pitting before Max on those.
For me, he's going to be the lowest ranked podium finisher I'll probably ever give a rank to, a C minus.
Yeah, I'd back that.
It's, considering what the other driver is doing, that's poor.
True.
Sorry, Perez, but he has to pick up his game. I mean, he's got the result, but he's in the best car.
Pedro says that feels harsh.
It does feel harsh, but think about it. Have a think about it. Can you justify giving him You can't give him an A. Absolutely not. B, we had some good drives from Yuki and Russell. Stroll just brought it home. I think at most we can give him a C plus. C plus.
Yeah.
I think that's the most you can give him.
It's almost like the expectations.
Yeah.
And the expectations of that Red Bull is to be close to the other Red Bull. And it wasn't.
Yeah, nowhere near. And considering Max didn't get past him to about lap 18 or so. Anywho, Ocon.
He finished. No, he started, sorry.
Somewhere.
14th, I believe.
Ended up in the points, didn't he?
And then he finished in P8. So up 6 places.
Hit that cracking move around the outside of Sonoda.
He did actually, yeah. He did.
Up 6 places
Oh.
in an Alpine which is down on power.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost
He
willing.
He made up the most places compared to everyone else,
I'm almost willing to
according
give
to
him
my
an A.
graphic. Yeah, why not? He's not normally there, so
He's had a cracking race for him. Well done, Ocon.
yeah.
Right. Tell me what you think about Norris then. I know he finished P7.
Norris. He started P7, finished P7.
Where do you rank him? Weird strategy though. Hard, soft, medium. No, soft, hard, soft.
Do you know what though? He only had those 2 stops, and he was on the softs on that last stint for longer than anybody.
I thought he might have been.
Because it went mediums, then hards, then softs from
Oh, he
before
was on
lap
mediums.
20 all the way until the end. So he was on softs for longer than anybody and still finished P7.
That was a weird strategy.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, where's mine?
Midnight asked where's his.
Next time you meet up.
He said next time we meet up.
Deal. Right.
Thanks, Dad.
Mm-hmm.
In a minute, yes, please. Aww.
Deal. Where do you rank him? No one ever brings me food.
What?
What?
Fish fingers? Sandwiches? Oh, okay. All I could hear was fish finger sandwiches. Like, what?
Making me hungry.
Sorry about that. Oh, I don't know. He had a good move past Sergeant.
Yeah, yeah, that cracking move round the outside of Sergeant at Rivage. And
I'd be tempted to say B, you know, for his struggles.
Considering where he was after pitting for the hard tyres, pitting from the mediums at lap 10 onto the hards and then back onto softs, he made that soft tyre work.
He did.
So, yeah, I mean, B, easily. Okay, so, yeah. I mean, stunning, really, considering where we thought he was going to finish.
Where were you going to rate him before I said that?
Before, reminding me of the Rivage thing.
Mm-hmm.
Probably still a B, but that pass was a star grade passing.
It was really good, to be fair.
So, I don't think he's done enough to earn an A today, but that
No.
could mostly be down to McLaren strategy. So, well done, Lando. So, seriously well done. And then, in terms of the constructors' fight, that is very important because he's ended up ahead of Stroll.
And Gasly.
And Gasly.
And Ocon.
And Ocon. So, I mean, it's not so good with Alonso ahead of him, but at the end of the day, they might not be able to beat Aston, but that's very good still. K-Mag.
P16 finished P15, so only went up 1 place.
Same as Hulk.
You know, I think I might rate him below Hulk. No, in front of Hulk. I just realised where Hulk finished. But I think because I saw the move from Hulk, and I thought that's all I could remember Hulk doing, and I don't remember Magnussen doing much.
No, I only remember seeing him being overtaken in
Yeah,
that race, but that can be down to the footage that we see.
it feels like I don't know. It feels like those 2 Haas drivers are in the wrong position, sort of thing.
They were running high, but they were out of sync. Yeah. I'd be
Yeah.
happy to put him in a C plus and a C minus with Logan
Yeah.
Sargent.
I'll go for that.
It's a shame. I can't remember if it was yourself that said it or Pedro, but K-Mag's seat isn't secure for next year, which is news to me. But he's not performing any worse than Hulk. It's just about the same.
About the same, yeah, exactly the same.
So
The tyre deg isn't great on that Haas though.
no, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Probably among the worst of the field. Anywho, Charles Leclerc.
Starting
P1,
on pole.
P1 to P3.
Yeah, and to P3. I mean, he was quite consistent with it. Nothing necessarily did wrong. Just compared to that Red Bull.
For his pace for the race and the actual longevity of his tyres, I think he's earned a B.
Yeah, why not? He's there. He's got a podium.
He has.
He's had a Ferrari have had a decent race with him. Not Carlos, but with him.
Just realised the top. Well, down to Perez are all different manufacturers so far. So far. Okay, Lewis Hamilton.
P3 to P4.
I'm just going to read off what Pedro said there first. A for Charles, even though he lost 2 positions. I was considering saying A. But he still
What
lost
made
2
you
positions.
change your mind?
No. I do think it's a very, very good B. Not quite an A. Not quite. Okay, that's better. So yes, Lewis.
Went down 1 position. Got the fastest lap though.
On mediums.
On mediums. With a 1:47.3. Which compared to everybody's last lap was about 4 to 5 seconds faster than anybody.
Well.
I'm not sure what. Not sure. That's on the last lap, not the best laps. On the last lap.
That's still interesting though.
Everyone was running about a 150 to 153s, and then he came with a 1:47.
Interesting.
But most of them had dead softs. That's basically on that last lap.
Like Lando. One thing we didn't say about Lando is he was very, very good in the slippery conditions. Very good.
Yeah.
Him and Russell. Anywho. Lewis, I think it's about the same as Russell, to be fair. Both have had good races.
Yeah.
We did have Lewis running at P3. That DRS on that Red Bull, whoop, straight past.
Yep.
So, 2 Brits together.
Why not?
Right, Pierre Gasly.
Gasly started P12, finished P11, went up 1 place. But I think he deserved to be in the points there.
I put him on the back of
moves.
Sonoda.
Yeah, why not?
Because he made that 1 stop work as well, didn't he?
Gasly. Yes, he did. He basically reversed. He went softs to begin with, halfway through,
And then to
and
medium.
then on to the mediums.
Yeah, I think that's fair. He even overtook Stroll, who was on medium tyres, so the harder wearing tyre.
That's what I think. Gasly deserved a lot more on that race than he did.
Plus, he had a very good sprint. I know we're not technically taking it into consideration, but he had an epic sprint. So
Yeah.
cool. In which case, we've still got De Vries here in place of Ricciardo, so bear with us. But Ricciardo.
He started P18 and finished P15. No, P16, sorry. No. That means he would have started P19 and he went up to P16. So he He beat Hulk and Sargent, but with 2 dropouts. Wasn't the strongest race from him.
I kind of want to put him in the C minus because there's no way I should put him in the same category as Perez, who did get second.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you there. Got to remember it's his second race back, so
Yeah.
he has out-qualified Sonoda, apart from yesterday.
Yeah, it's 1-1 at the moment.
Yeah.
But today wasn't as good for Danny.
Yeah.
But I'm in a strong C minus because
Yeah, I'd say that.
on the back foot a lot of the time with that car.
Yeah, I'd say that.
Okay, Valtteri Bottas.
Started P13 and then finished P12, so only went up 1 place.
Again with 2 dropouts.
He went on soft, medium to medium.
So he did the predicted strategy by Pirelli.
Basically, yeah.
He doesn't seem to do anything special, does he?
No. I mean, he was on the back of that pack for a while, but he couldn't seem to overtake them.
Yeah, he never seems to pass anyone. I've always said about Valtteri, his racing ability alongside other drivers is lacking. However,
I mean, it's not bad, but it's not great, is it?
no.
2 points away, 2 positions away from the points.
I still think it's a C minus.
Yeah.
I mean, again, can't put him in the C plus category with Perez, can you?
So compared to Zhou, who went up 4 places, he only went up 1.
Joe went up 1, did he?
Zhou went up 4 places.
Okay,
and finished just behind him.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's about the same as Danny Rick and Hulkenberg.
Yeah,
and all that.
like Pedro said, he didn't necessarily do anything spectacular.
Yeah.
Well, so where did the little thing go there?
But
It's back.
What?
Pedro's little icon next to his moderator thing went and then came back.
Oh yeah. Oh, you demoted him briefly.
Yeah, briefly.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yep.
And yes, Coolios will be doing something later. Not sure what yet.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you away for the sandwiches. Thanks.
Where's mine?
£12.95.
$12.95. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, but quick, get your credit card out.
Hang on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
I can
7.
send you 1 sandwich and 1 crisp for that.
I have £7 6p. Is that enough for a sandwich?
Yeah, I could just do 1 sandwich and a few crisps.
Fine. It's dinner, isn't it? And on that note, Mr. Eyebrows, who ended up in the gravel yesterday. Not a great celebration for him. And yeah, where did Alonso start and end up today?
Alonso started. Trying to work out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe he started 9th and finished 5th. So he went up 4 places.
That was a good race from him, actually.
Yeah. Beat Russell, Norris, Ocon, Stroll. What's his strategy like? He went medium, medium, soft.
He was about 20 seconds off the back of Hamilton, wasn't he? There or thereabouts. Well, no, Hamilton pitted in the end, so it wasn't half as much.
Yeah.
What do you feel? I've got an idea of what I'm thinking, but I don't want to influence your opinion on his race?
Don't know. I would maybe say a C plus or a B.
I was thinking A or B.
Yeah?
Meet in the middle?
Yeah, why not go B then?
Meet in the middle. I do think it is... I do think it's a strong B. Very strong B.
100%, yeah.
I'm just curious why you think it's C plus.
Don't know, maybe it's that expectation thing again. Where Aston Martin were to where they kind of are at the moment. It's a bit like we expect that a little bit more. But we had a strong race. Didn't finish too far behind Hamilton. Made a few good moves. Compared to yesterday, it was a good race for him.
Yeah,
So yeah, I'd rate
finished.
him. I'd rate him a really strong B.
Okay, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, thinking about it, C plus does seem harsh, but
There we go. Right, Albon.
Albon.
Alexanderus Albonus.
He finished. He started P15, finished P14, so only went up one place. And out of anyone, he deserves so much more from that race.
Definitely screwed over by the strategy.
100%. Both Williams obviously going from for a three-stop race. He went for softs, medium, softs.
And then,
To be fair, looking at the graph, the medium, that four-stop, the medium before the soft seemed pointless because they weren't on it for very long.
yeah, why some drivers were doing 10 laps on medium, including Norris and Sargent and Albon, and then doing 10 laps and then 27 laps on the softs. It's like, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think his finishing position really kind of sums up his race.
No.
Because he made some really good moves.
Definitely. And we're talking running P7 at one point.
I think simply he just got screwed up by the strategy today.
Yeah, he was running P7 in the first stint as well.
Yeah.
First stint. Not the second.
He's doing really well.
Yeah.
He overtook the Astons, which... He overtook a Ferrari.
Yeah.
To be fair, that Ferrari was falling back, but...
Yeah, Williams overtaken signs. Ooh.
Ooh.
Honestly, I think he deserves to be in the B rank.
Yeah, me too.
If
Like
just
I said,
for
I
his
don't
efforts.
Yeah, I would say his efforts deserve a B, if not an A, but his finishing position is a bit harsh, in my opinion. I think he deserved to be in the points somewhere.
I have a question to ponder for yourself in the chat.
Okay.
Does Albon deserve a better drive? If so, where?
To be fair, he's doing alright in that Williams. I think he's getting the most out of that Williams that anybody could. Obviously, I know the rumours about maybe potentially Ferrari.
Yeah.
And potentially he got he's got contacted by Red Bull again, and he declined.
Yeah, I heard that one. I don't blame him.
I don't know, to be honest. Because where could he go from Williams? I wouldn't want to see him in Alpha.
I've got two opinions. One opinion of two things. Alpha will become Audi in a few years.
True.
That's not one of my choices, but there's a possibility. Honestly, my two choices would be Ferrari to replace Sainz.
Yeah.
But I think that'll be a mistake because we know what he's like under pressure, and Ferrari is arguably the worst team of all for that.
Yep.
And Aston Martin.
You know what, I was thinking Aston Martin, I was looking at him being like, I think he
Replace Alonso.
could, yeah. If Alonso did decide to retire, I think he could fit in quite nicely there.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, Stroll's not going anywhere. unfortunately.
No, no, he's there forever. But what Pedro has said, James Vowles has revolutionised Williams completely.
Yeah, completely.
Although the
It's good to see
technology
them go.
is still out
doing
of
well.
date. And if Audi do hit the ground running, it would be a good opportunity. So keep his options open. Agree?
Yeah. You could do quite well at Aston, but they're looking at Charles or Yuki. See, I couldn't envision Leclerc anywhere else but Ferrari for some reason.
Same.
Like, I know there's obviously been talk about him going to Mercedes as well, but like, Leclerc's so used to be first driver.
I also don't imagine Tsunoda getting out of the Red Bull family.
Mm.
And by that, I mean stuck in AlphaTauri.
Yeah, because he's been there for 3 years.
I know.
Like, they gave Nick half a season. They've given him 3 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Which, that's a whole different topic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whole different topic.
Apart from that, I don't see... It's when you think about it, and you think about who's in what teams, the first drivers of those said teams, I don't envisage them going anywhere else because it's that first driver psychology. It's like, could they be a second driver if they were approached by like a better team, sort of thing? Because you get used to being that first driver or like the golden boy of said team. I don't know.
Pedro's raised a very good point. Aston Martin are going to have Honda engines and the tie-in with Tsunoda.
Maybe. Could be.
Hopefully it doesn't go down the money side and the sponsorship side. If you go on pure skill, I would still be surprised if Tsunoda's still in the paddock in 2 years.
Yeah. No, I agree.
He doesn't start picking up good results. Or if Danny beats him. If Danny beats him this year, I mean, this result for him, did he get points today? 1 point? 2 points?
1 point.
1 point. If Danny outscores him for the rest of the season, we'd have to worry about Yuki.
Oh yeah, 100%. 100%.
So it's good that he's got a point on the board today. But we'll see.
But people say he's fast, but we haven't really yet to see what he could do in like good machinery as yet.
But sometimes you have to maximise what you've got.
Exactly.
I mean, you could argue Max come from, was it Toro Rosso at the time? It was Toro Rosso. And he, although very good, still had to beat his teammate, which was Sainz for one of the years, I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
So, yeah. It's a tricky situation. The driver market, I think, is going to start going nuts in the next
few weeks.
Yeah. And maybe not even just for next year, but the year after that. Because we have Albon.
I saw that actually. You know, Matt and Tommy, they did their 2026 predictions already.
Did they?
Yeah. I think it's definitely worth a watch. Maybe we could do our own.
I think so. You do a list, I'll do a list. Pedro, you do a list too.
Anyone else, if they want to do a list, obviously feel free.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, let's rate the race.
Oh. I'm going to say 6.
I was thinking literally 5.5 or 6. We got a lot of on-track action.
Yeah. They were quite close together, which was surprising. There was good midfield battles, good close racing.
There was a pass to the lead.
There was a pass to the lead, unfortunately.
The obvious one.
It wasn't really a race to watch for like the top 3. It was a race to watch the positions everywhere else.
Yeah.
It was above average, if not average, but yeah, I'd say 6.
You've taught me up to that one. 6 or 6.5. The on-track action was very good. Very good.
Yeah. Very close. Very, very clean as well.
I'll go with 6.5.
Apart from obviously turn 1.
I'll go with 6.5. That gives us a sort of a 6.25 rounded off.
Pedro will
64.
like that.
No, you'd say 6.26.
Yeah, 6.195.
No, 3.142. No, that's pi. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, saying that, what do you?
Have you got pi?
What do you call a snake that's 3.14 feet long?
3.144. It's gonna be something to do with pi. What?
A python. It's a disgust in your face. You're like, oh my god.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you, Sarah.
That's alright. Just thought, like,
It's been fun.
Python.
Shall we send a raid somewhere? Before I go and melt my brain somewhere.
Can do.
I'm going to send a raid to TJ Strikes. He's playing only up.
Okay. Bear with.
Oh, God, that hurts my brain.
It was like my drink yesterday.
Stop, please, stop.
How do you spell it? TJ. I know it's like
TJ STRY.
STRY
KES.
KES. Got it. Thank you for the podcast. It was amazing as always. Well, thank you for being here, Pedro. Appreciate you as always. It's gonna be like 3 or 4 weeks until we're back.
But we will be. We'll have other stuffs.
We'll have other stuffs.
Indeed. And on that note,
Yeah.
let's send this raid. Thank you, Sarah. It's been a pleasure. Thanks, everyone. Coolio, Stevie, Nick, Pedro, anyone else. Laters.